Hey Simsters, welcome back to another video of Review Ravivar. So in today's video, as you guys can already see, I am going to be reviewing the Nykaa's newly launched Blend Pro makeup brushes, and I got so many DMs asking to review these brushes. And as you can see, I am barefaced right now because I'm going to be doing an entire face using Nykaa brushes and Nykaa products. We're going to be testing these brushes out, and by the end of this video, I'm going to be giving my review about these brushes. So yeah, without wasting any more time, let's begin. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit on the notification bell so that you can be a part of my Simster squad. And with that, let's begin. So first off, let me show you guys the packaging of these brushes. So the PR arrived in this really nice black shiny brush holder pouch, and then when you open it, you have your brushes inside. And you see these brushes, you get a very luxurious vibe from them because, you know, as you can see, the packaging is actually very pretty, guys. Like, it has a metallic rose gold body with this black bottom, so the combination is actually very classy and luxurious. Being a makeup lover myself, I really love to have pretty looking things in my vanity, and you know, these brushes are something that will enhance the beauty of your vanity, you know what I mean. Also, when you see the brush for the first time, they might look like, you know, really heavy, but when you hold them, they're actually very light. So that is a good thing because, you know, you never want your makeup brushes to be very heavy because that just messes up with the application. So every brush in this collection comes with a description on one side, so in case if you're a beginner and if you don't know what these brushes are meant for, you can always turn around and see if it's a powder brush, if it's a contour brush, if it's a highlighter brush, etc. I'm just going to give you guys a closer look at the bristles of these brushes. They are actually very soft and they're dense. So the packaging of these bristles is done really nicely, so they're very sturdy, but at the same time they're very soft, and that's really important because most of the synthetic brushes that I have come across are not sturdy. Like, they're very flimsy, especially the powder brushes. They're very flimsy, but this one is like very well tied together. Like, all the bristles are sturdy. So the price of these brushes range between 299 to 699 rupees depending on what brush you want to buy. And if you want to buy the complete set that I have in my hand along with the pouch, that is also available on their website. One more thing that is mentioned in the description is that these brushes are vegan and cruelty free, and I know there are a lot of you girls who use specifically vegan and cruelty free brushes, so I think these brushes are ideal for you because you get an entire set of cruelty free vegan brushes. I think I've kind of majorly covered all the points, and now I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup using these brushes, and we're going to see how these brushes actually work. So my face is already moisturized and primed. I am going to directly start with my base, and for that I'm going to be using the Nykaa Skin Genius foundation. This is in the shade 02 Almond Beige. With that, I'm going to be using the Pro Blend foundation brush, and I'm going to directly apply this foundation using this foundation brush. Okay, so there's absolutely no problem in blending. The foundation brush is actually very sturdy, and it's not pokey or anything. Quite comfortable on my skin. And there are no streak marks on my face as well. So this is like a trick that I learned. If you want to apply your foundation using a brush like this, then always apply it in downwards motion and just do it all over your face and you will not get streak marks. I have my foundation on, and now I'm going to move on to concealer. So I have this foundation stick in the shade 02. So it's quite thick and it's also like one shade lighter to my skin tone. So it will do the job of concealing my under eyes and giving that highlighted look on my T-zone. So I'm going to be using this concealer Blend Pro brush. It's actually like very short. Like, the bristles are very short, but they're very dense, as you can see. So this is the kind of concealer brush that I was looking for, and I didn't have it in my vanity, so I'm glad they sent it to me. Now, this brush is actually helpful in blending a liquid concealer as well as a cream based concealer. So in fact, what I'm going to do is, to test this brush, I'm going to use a cream concealer and a liquid concealer on one side, so we're going to see how well it blends both of them. I'm going to just take a little bit of concealer on my brush directly, apply it underneath my eyes. Even that blended really fast. The brush is actually very soft, it's dense, it's exactly what I wanted, and I'm so glad I have it now. Okay, so we're done with the cream concealer, and now I'm going to be using my Elegirl Pro Conceal Concealer in the shade Pure Beige, and I am going to be concealing this part of my eye using this concealer. I'm going to just dot this concealer underneath my eyes first. That's it, and now I'm going to blend using the brush. The cream concealer side and the liquid concealer side, it's all blended really well. There are no streak marks on my face, and the brush is actually very dense, and it gives you a really good blend actually. It just creases underneath my eyes, but that's because I haven't powdered my eyes yet. Alright, and now I'm going to be using the stippling brush. Now this is a multi-purpose brush. You can use this as your blush brush. You can use this to, like, you know, give a nice finish to your foundation before you set it. So you can also apply cream contour with it, you can apply cream blush with it, and you can also powder your face with the stippling brush. Like, for the longest time I used to powder my face using a stippling brush because I didn't know back then what a stippling brush was meant for, but it worked really well as a powder brush as well. So I'm just going to run this brush in circular motions all over my face to give it that really nice airbrush kind of a finish. So you want to just go in round circular motions using a very light hand on your face. So what this will do is just, you know, blend everything really nicely together, so it doesn't look like I have a concealer and foundation and, you know, stuff like that on my face. It'll just be very nicely blended together. Alright, so I'm done with the stippling brush, and I think you guys just saw what it did. Like, all the foundation that was just sitting on my face, it kind of blended it really well into my skin. Before I set my face with powder, I really want to test the contour brush because I want to see if it can blend a cream contour and a powder contour equally well or not. So I'm going to be using this contour brush, which is this really nice dense contour angled brush that they have in this collection. I'm really excited to use this because, you know, contour brushes can be tricky, but this one is like actually very dense, and it's not flimsy. As you can see, it's like very sturdy but very soft at the same time. So to do my powder contour, I'm going to be using the Contour and Conquer palette by Nykaa. So let's see how that blends. So I'm going to just place the contour in the hollows of my cheeks, and I'm going to just blend it upwards. It literally took 5 seconds, not even kidding, and there's no patchiness. It's just perfectly blended. I mean, I didn't even have to put any additional effort. It just like blended right in. So now I'm going to do the other side using Nykaa's foundation stick in the shade 04. This is not a very contouring shade, but this is the only cream darker shade that I have with me, so we're gonna have to go with it. Okay, so I might have two different shades on my face right now. Like, this is a warm bronzer kind of an effect, and this is a contour, like cool tone contour effect, but you know, I didn't have any other shades, so we had to go with it. But the blend, guys, like as you saw, it was just beautiful. It just blends right in. With this brush, you don't really have to worry with your contour if you're a beginner, especially because this is the kind of brush that will actually help you in placing the product right where you want it, and then just blend it right there. You know, you don't have to like go over it again and again. It's just like 2-3 swipes and that's it, you're done. And now to set all of this in place, I'm going to be using the Nykaa's Natural Ivory Setting Powder in combination with the Powder Blend Pro brush. So I'm just going to dust off the excess and start setting my face with it. I've powdered my face, and now I'm going to use the stippling brush to powder underneath my eyes because I need something smaller that I can use to powder underneath my eyes. Must say my makeup is happening really very fast with these brushes. So the next step is to apply a brush. So I'm going to be using the Nykaa's Get Cheeky Blush Duo in the shade Malibu Barbie. I am going to just directly apply it on the apples of my cheeks. Again, no problem with blending. It blended beautifully. There's no patchiness. Yeah, right. And now moving on to my highlighter, I'm going to be using the Nykaa's Glow Getter Highlighter Duo. This is in the shade 24K Glam. So to apply the highlighter, I have this fan brush in this kit. I'm also using this fan brush to highlight my brow bone. And with that, we're done with the base. And now we have 3 eye brushes here. So we have an angular eyeshadow brush, we have an eyeshadow brush, and then we have eyeshadow blending brush. So we only have 3 eyeshadow blending brushes in this collection right now. I really hope they launch a few more variants in the eyeshadow blending brushes, because we really need a fluffy brush. We need those crease brushes and stuff like that. I'm going to start off by using the angular eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use this to fill in my eyebrows, because I use angular brushes to fill in my eyebrows, and because I haven't done my brows here, so I'm going to be using this brush and I'm going to be filling in my brows. Alright, so you can use this brush to fill in your eyebrows, but my only concern with this brush is that I want my angular brushes to be slightly thinner and very precise, like very thin and very precise, but this brush is slightly thicker. If this brush can get a little bit more thin and precise, you can use it to create sharp wings and your brows, and to also do that cut crease and all that. So I'm going to be using the Nykaa's Just Wink It eyeshadow palette. I'm going to be applying the shimmery light golden shade on the center of my eyelids using this eyeshadow brush. I have the shimmery shade on the center of my eyelids, and as you can see, it applied really well. There was no fallout. So now I'm going to be using the other blending eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to take the darker shade in this palette and I am going to apply it on the crease and on the outer corners. So this brush is slightly more round and it's slightly fluffier than the previous brush that I used. So I'm going to go in with this darker brown shade, and I'm going to start applying it on the outer corners, and I'm going to blend it inwards. Alright, so this brush goes right inside your crease and it gives you a very nice precise application. Alright, so my makeup is done. I'm not sure which lipstick should I go for. Should I go for a bright red or should I go for a bright pink? I think this top calls for a bright red, so I'm going to go in with Mumtaz. This is the Nykaa Matte to Lust. So this is the finished look, guys, and in the end I would say that the brushes are actually very good quality. Like, the entire makeup happened in front of you guys and you saw how beautifully each of these brushes will help you blend in your makeup. My absolute favorite brushes from this collection has to be the concealer brush and the contour brush. So yeah, if you guys are looking to buy makeup brushes, do give them a try. They're actually very pretty looking brushes and they are equally good with their blending as well. And let me know in the comments which brush is your favorite brush out of the entire collection. And with that, it's a wrap for now. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, do not forget to give it a big thumbs up, and also do not forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. And with that, I will see you in my next video. Bye.